Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on a coffee and a concept. So today I have a very interesting topic to discuss with you. In fact, it can be also be considered as a book review. But this book, which got released 40 years before, called The 1 Minute Manager, is even now one of the best-selling management books. And the concepts that has been discussed in this book, holds true even today. So, of course, I'm talking about this book, 1 Minute Manager, which got released in 1982 and written by two, celebrated management consultants in the space, Blanchard and Kenneth Johnson, right? So there are three secrets that are being revealed in this book for anyone to be an effective manager, and that's what we are going to see. In fact, the book starts like this, where a young chap, who was just out of the studies and want to take up a job, is looking for an effective manager. Like, his question is there an effective manager? Is there anyone existing in this world at all? And he kind of goes to different companies, interviews different managers, but he often comes through like two sets of managers. One, either they are very, very tough, they will do anything for the sake of the organization at the cost of their people, right? Zero people orientation and 100% task orientation. On the other hand, nice managers who are like, they'll do everything to keep the relationship, keep their people happy at the cost of the organization. So this guy was unable to really find a balance. Where are these effective managers? So he was keep on doing his search, and he hears about one such manager in the nearby town. So he was curious. He calls the manager, and the manager picks up the call and says, young man, you can come anytime and meet me except Wednesdays 9 to 11, right? Now, this guy keeps the phone with a sheepy smile, and he thinks, how would an effective manager be busy only for 2 hours in a week and the rest of the day he is free? I don't think he's an effective manager, but anyway, let me go and find out, what makes him so effective. So this young man goes and meets the manager, and then starts talking to him, and that's where this manager says, I only spend 1 minute per week with my team, so that's why I call myself as a 1 minute manager. So this guy got curious, then what is that about 9 to 11 on Wednesdays? So this manager says, only on Wednesdays I spend the 2 hours to review and to kind of discuss the entire week's activities and give some guidance and coaching. Otherwise, I let them free and I let them do their job and I focus on my tasks. And this guy asks, so what is the secret? And that's where this guy says, here's the contact list of my team members. You pick up anyone and have a discussion with them. So this young man picks up 3 people in his team and goes and meets them. So the first person, when he goes and meets, he reveals the first secret. And the first secret to be an effective manager is 1 minute goals. Okay. So what this 1 minute manager does is, at the beginning of the year or whenever the goal setting phase happens, this guy sits with the subordinate and sets a goal which can be read within a minute, which means they write a goal in a descriptive manner within 250 words. So that is the only base for any reviews. And here the 1 minute manager insists on 80-20 Pareto principle, where you can't list everyone as your goal. You have to focus on those big ticket items which will give you the effective results. Only those things you pick up and make your goals, like 3 to 5 goals per year. So this is the first secret. Then he goes and meets the second person, and that person talks about another interesting secret of this 1 minute manager, which is 1 minute praising, right? The it's very interesting because he says this 1 minute manager catches you when you do something right. We have only seen managers who catches you when you do something wrong, but there is a manager who comes and catches you when you do something right, and he will give the pricing immediately on the spot, genuinely, looking at your eye with a genuine remark, with utmost interest on your development. The feedback comes straightforward on the spot. So that is the second secret, 1 minute pricing. The third secret, before he goes on to find that secret, this young man gets, he gets some doubt. How can this happen? This looks very bookish. So he goes to the headquarters of that particular company, sets up a meeting with the executive and says, who's the most effective manager in your entire organization? And without much surprise, she reveals the name of that 1 minute manager. So this guy then comes back, meets the third person, and the third person talks about the third secret, which is 1 minute reprimand, which is like, if you do something wrong, even there, then the manager is there to give you the feedback again on the spot, not at the end of the year or after a few days or few months. Whenever you do, on the spot feedback is given, again with genuine interest. So that is 1 minute reprimand. So these are the three secrets, and this young man learns it from the 1 minute manager and his team, and finally he himself becomes a 1 minute manager, and he gets hired by the same manager, works in his team, and future he becomes a 1 minute manager. So this is a very effective technique any managers can use. 1 minute goal, 1 minute reprimand, and 1 minute praising. So that's it for today, and I'll meet you in the next episode of A Coffee and a Concept. Thank you.